music.
Stream her music.
Stick it anywhere and everywhere.
Hello, guys. You fuck.
Sorry.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Bunny Igloo. It's lovely to see you. Today, we are talking about the merits of living in Kampala, where we currently our physical bodies currently reside.
And you would have known this if you've been a great good loyal subscriber and you watched our videos, and we appreciate you. You would have noticed that we left van life all the way to run to Kampala. And that's where we currently are. And today, we want to talk about the merits.
Yeah, the upsides of being here compared to the UK right now.
Before we talk about the shit sides.
Because there are, of course, ups and downsides. It's a very different country, it's a different culture, different environment. So there's obviously going to be a lot of differences. And it's fun to discuss them and compare them and decide which one you think is best overall based on that.
And if you're going to move there, this video will be very helpful for you to logic things out. Just be like, I can handle that. I can't handle that. Oh, this is making me go, because that's a good thing, because that makes me safe. You know what I mean? Because what's a merit to us might be a demerit to you. For example, one of the things we wrote there is like how spirits are cheap. If you're an alcoholic, that's a big demerit.
Then come here.
Oh my God.
And if you want to
No,
satisfy
I don't want to fucking come here if you're an alcoholic, because if the spirits are cheap and you're trying to kick the habit.
Oh, if you're trying to kick the habit. I just thought you were just trying to indulge your alcoholism.
Alcoholic implies trying to kick the habit.
That's fair.
Because that's literally...
I don't know why I jumped to that. That's problematic.
If you're at that point where you've been called alcoholic, you should be trying to kick the habit. You should not be indulging in the habit. Because actually alcohol kills.
It does.
It's called liver failure or some shit.
But that is a demerit of Kampala, therefore.
For certain people, it's a merit for us.
So
that's merit one for us, because we would not classify ourselves as alcoholics.
I see. I see now.
Comprehension.
I totally see now. Yeah, that is a good one. That's a good example.
In fact, I did actually write it on the list.
Yeah.
Cheap spirits.
So yeah, we've actually written out a little list because we just spent a little while thinking about it. Number one, biggest one in terms of saving you cost and sort of general living stuff is that number one is you get fresh produce. Produce you get compared to supermarkets in the UK are so much better. All the stuff that's in the UK, all of the avocados, everything, it comes from around here. It's better to just get it here when it's ripe, perfect, rather than having it just shipped out when it's raw over across to the other side of the world, and that just messes up with everything.
Sorry, and the way people don't know that you're supposed to wait for it to get soft.
Yeah.
You eat it raw. Yeah,
specifically avocados. Yeah, exactly. And it's just it's created this weird culture of eating raw avocado.
Exactly. So if you move to Uganda, a big merit, you're gonna be exposed to better fruit, better produce. And it's actually cheaper. We buy an avocado for 25p.
Exactly.
And it's huge, and it's soft, it's beautiful, it's glossy. Produce is so nice.
Produce is coming out of the ground all around us. It's not going to be that expensive, so that's a really good consideration.
And the soil here is so fertile, that's why.
It really is.
Okay, I read out the next one. So, this is from our perspective, but it's less police brutality, just in general, in comparison.
Yeah.
You're not as afraid of police walking down the street. Though during protests, the police are not that great, but that is in London too. During protests, police is just terrible everywhere. But me walking down the street, I'm not gonna be afraid of search. What is it called?
Stop and search.
Stop and search. I'm not too afraid that there's bias against my skin. That's the thing. White people come here, they're not gonna be, harassed because they're white by the police.
Yeah.
Black people, you're not going to be harassed because you're black, because of your skin tone. So that's a big merit. No matter your skin tone here, you're not going to get harassed by the police that way. They just kind of walk on and move on. In fact, at some point before we sorted out your visa situation, we were so worried that we might be stopped or something like that. But we were actually, nothing happened like that.
No, the white privilege still has an effect here. They'll still assume respect, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm saying, of course white privilege still has an effect, No, what I was just saying, because of white privilege, dude, I'm just saying you just don't get harassed by police in general.
Oh yeah.
Whether even if you be a black person without your papers, you're not gonna get harassed by the police.
No.
They're just gonna leave you alone because you're a person.
More humanity in the police. The police in the UK is there's so much they don't care if they're ruining your life. They'll just.
They imply you're doing something wrong pretty much every single time. In Uganda, they're just and they walk on. It's not that much threats. Even if they actually be carrying guns, they're less scary with guns.
That's so true. It's much better here. Overall, just much better.
It's not a sense of being hunted. It doesn't exist.
No, in the UK you feel just hunted if you're on the road. Okay, so yeah, third thing, cheaper rent. So yeah, that's a really big one, is cheaper rent. Obviously, we're from London, you know, it's where we met, it's where we've grown together.
Oh my god, baby. You know, today we were talking about how my university room was
Yeah.
about £600.
Yeah, it was about 2 by 3 meters.
And with that one, you get a 3-bedroom in Kampala with that.
Yeah, you get a 3-bedroom apartment in Kampala for the same price as one tiny little student studio.
Halls accommodation.
Yeah, like not even studio, halls accommodation. So like the difference is insane.
The rent is just cheap. In fact, you can get rent for as low as £10.
If you picked the right place, you could easily just get exactly a tenner a month. A month.
I personally believe in Uganda, like the homelessness is not as a thing, because people, like our version of homeless is like £10 rent, literally £10 rent. That's our version of somebody being homeless, but it's a livable situation because you're not going to be cold out in the rain. You can make yourself food, you have room, and food here is so cheap. For literally £1 you can feed yourself for about 2 days, especially if you're single. And I know this, I legit actually know this. In fact, we'll do a video showing you how that can go. If you want to see that, comment down below. But it's livable, so for about £12-15 you can survive. You won't, you know, be thriving, but you can survive.
That's so true. Just money goes further here in most respects. Not all, but most.
Honestly, if you have to run here.
Yeah.
I legit mean it, like run here.
Nice.
The next thing is the sunny weather is brilliant, and the weather is like more consistent. It doesn't change too much. Like you're pretty much going to know like at around 1 p.m. it's going to be sunny. Like it's already sunny at 1-2 o'clock. Unless it's like big rain coming, other than that, no, like the weather is very consistent, it's predictable, what you wear is more predictable, it's just beautiful.
Exactly, I really love it. It's, even though it's like the UK, it rains all the time and you can kind of expect it, there's somehow just some completely unpredictableness here. It's it's windy. Here,
The wind varies.
It's like the weather is just trying to comfort you like 90% of the time, and then there's it's very familiar, like the other 10%, there's, you know, heavy rain and storms just watering the land and, you know, getting all that excess energy out, and it's just really nice and predictable. Everyone just goes in for that time, and
It's good for your mental health.
It really is. It's just got such a nice routine it gets you into, and
I love it.
Me too.
It's brilliant.
It's wonderful.
Next one, you say?
Next one. Oh yeah. Way cheaper / no energy bills, or at least no big evil corrupt companies squeezing
Eon.
people. Yeah.
Remember Eon slapping us with thousands bill when we moved out of our apartment? All of a sudden they gave us a fake bill telling us, oh, you only pay 50 quid. When we moved out, they're like, you've been owing us 100 quid extra each month. It's like, what?
It was insanity. The UK is just rife with stuff like that, but here it's very simple. It's just like
no hidden fees.
No hidden fees, no nothing. Power is, at least here, is like just on a meter where it's completely standardized. It's like 1,000 Ugandan shillings for 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt of power, I think, and that's just like as simple as that, and that's a really good price here. You know, it lasts you days and days and days for like a tenner. It's great.
Nobody's gonna be banging on your door. If your yaka drops, your yaka drops. And I know some places in the UK do have that, but I think energy bills are worse because you need to pay for heating, especially right now with what's going on. People are having to pay £400+
for gas and like electricity and stuff like.
It's literally blasphemy. Let's move on. It's this side.
It's upsetting. Yeah.
Next one. Borders are so fast and fucking convenient. If you don't know what a border is, do you want to explain to them?
Yeah, it's a guy on a motorbike who will take you anywhere you want to go for
and
a really
bring
reasonable
you
price.
anything you want.
And yeah, you can say, oh, just go to a market, bring me this list of things, and they'll just go and do it, and it's just the most flexible, amazing thing, and it's also the most efficient form of transport because the roads are, you know, they're very backed up with cars, but the bikes, they just weave in and out, and it's like it's got its
traffic.
It's mad. It's barely worth owning a car here.
No, especially with these fuel prices. Don't get no car. So yeah, borders are godsend.
Yeah, that's how we get everywhere.
London has buses. Uganda has borders.
Exactly.
And by the way, guys, I don't know whether you've seen, we're wearing the flag.
Oh yeah.
Black.
Yellow, black, red.
Yeah. No, it's black, yellow, red.
Yeah.
Don't start with yellow. But yeah, borders, Beautiful. I wish the UK would have border system.
No,
they
right.
wouldn't have it because
They
the
would
police
never.
want more power.
They would
You'd
never.
invade them like
Motorbikes are good at invading the public.
invading. Yeah, they would be too. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a good thing.
Goodness was that.
Next one. Next one. What's the next one?
TikTok memes. Oh yeah, because we've been enjoying TikTok these last few
Because
months.
TikTok goes off your location.
Well, personally, I hate using TikTok, but I will sit there while she's using TikTok and just watch over her shoulder like some fucking mad.
We have a TikTok Bunny Igloo.
I'll be honest, I forgot about.
Yeah, we have Bunny Igloo, we have Delightfully Delight, and then we have mine, Sticky Bunny Weird. Check them out.
Yes. As you may know, TikTok is mostly locational. So since we're in Uganda, in Kampala, then TikTok is going to have a bunch of Ugandan people and a bunch of Ugandan memes, all the Ugandan TikTokers, and the quality of the memes and the wit is just so much better. I have to admit, like having been in the UK staring at TikTok, it's better in Uganda.
It is so funny.
And when we went back,
You just have to come and find out.
I really missed it.
Me too. I was just like, oh, it's all gone.
It's like
It was all gone. It was like, what? Where's the brown?
right, and the drama is so unique and hilarious.
Let's
and
not even mention it.
the memes
Specific.
and it's amazing.
If you come here, you have that to look forward to. The TikTok, it's brilliant. That's a big giant merit. Next merit, money talks. We have a saying here called money beats Gonzaga, which means wherever money hits, it softens. Doesn't matter how hard it is.
Yeah, I like that expression. It really makes sense. If you have a 50k note, it can get you out of 90% of bad situations here.
Police are willing to take
It's all anyone is really aiming for. They don't want to put their effort into stuff. You know how like a shop assistant, if they're like way into the Tesco indoctrination of it, they're going to be, I don't know, defending the milk from being disorganized.
Yeah, oh my god.
But here you could literally just be like, I'm gonna just do this and hand them 20k or whatever, and they'll just
It's
be like,
basically
you know,
corruption, but you know, it's humanity. People need to get fed if they're not getting paid real money.
Exactly.
Because they really aren't getting paid, so that's what they have to do. It only sucks for the poor people who can't afford it, honestly. It really does suck in that regard. But other than that, you're not going to be put through bureaucracy because you can't afford money. Like, the village can come together and bail you out of situations. Honestly, if worse comes to worse, that's what you do. In the UK, they will literally put you in a prison. Doesn't matter if you have 5k on your account. They don't care. They only listen to the bigger people. Only Boris is allowed to bribe them, not you.
Exactly.
So
yeah, in the UK, that's just a good analogy for it. In the UK, bribery is just a purely upper class politician level thing, whereas here, bribery is accessible to anyone with the capability to bribe.
that's very true.
Which is way more fair.
Oh no, it sucks in the other way.
It sucks the other way around, because then only the most corrupt people can do those things and actually have their shit go through.
And what is that nonsenseness?
But you know, in real life, in this situation, it just makes things go smoother because you know it's just what people want.
Oh, I think I said one more.
Is
one
it?
more. Oh no, we got one more. It makes it 10. Oh, you know what we should call this video?
Yeah.
Before we do the last one, 10 merits or 10 benefits to moving to Kampala or living in Kampala.
Yes.
And it's like a guide to help you. Look forward to shit. The 10th one.
It was cheaper building materials.
Cheaper materials in general.
Cheaper materials in general. So yeah, like for example, I love a good bit of carpentry, and in the UK, wood is mad expensive right now, and we built a van with a whole load of wood, so we know how financially crushing buying just a bit of wood is.
We have a series about it. You should check out.
Indeed. But here, you can just get big 3-meter lengths of mahogany or whatever, and it's a really reasonable price. You could actually fulfill your hobbies and do what you want, and
for example, we built
not
our
feel too guilty about
sofa.
spending. But I've built us a sofa just from buying some wood and some foam.
Framing our art.
Exactly. I'm making picture frames for our art because we love to do a bit
We're
of
gonna do
art.
us a dining table.
Yeah, that's my next project. Is a big dining table.
And that's relatively cheap, bruv.
I know, right?
So like materials are like immensely cheaper here.
Massively.
So, but beware of the white person scam, because they scam you when you white. You need a black person on your side. You need a Ugandan on your side that can speak on your behalf. Like if you don't, you're going to pay 5-10 times the price for every single thing. I'm not shitting you.
That is so.
Not even
so
white.
true.
Indian people goes for Asian if you do not look visibly black. Also, even if you look visibly black, but they happen to sense the foreign on you.
You know, just as an analogy, I went out the other day to buy a cactus in a tiny little pot. It cost me, with the equivalent of that guy's probably monthly wage, probably 2 months of his of his wage.
And that's how we be. That's why if you're buying stuff like that, we always go out together.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up the video. That's it. I don't want it to be any long. It's already 18 fucking minutes.
Good
editing
Lord.
me is trying to scream. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you know it helps you out and entertains you. Subscribe if you have not. If you didn't like the video, comment down what's your favorite thing in Kampala. If you've moved there, what's the favorite thing you like in Kampala? What's your favorite activity to do in Kampala? Because we like recommendations. We may check it out and vlog it and do all that good shit. They should stream my music
Go to your channel as well.
everywhere.
And one other thing, look forward to our balancing video of this, which is the challenges of living in Kampala. So look forward to that.
Yeah, look forward to that. It's going to come over, because there are challenges. It's not all glossy and rainbows.
Yeah.
In fact, we just showed you a little bit of the challenges. It's like the fact that you cannot go with a white person anywhere to buy things at normal prices. They literally try to charge you to Muzungu prices. Anyway, that's it. Love you, Schrodingers. Bye, guys. Bye.